Oh, right. Oh, let me readjust the mic. Alrighty then. So, if you were in last night's stream, you will notice that I am back at the character creation. That's because I'm now playing on the PlayStation 4 version, because there's some issues with the PC version that need to be sorted out before I can actually depend on that. So I have my PlayStation 4 version. I've recreated my character. She's an astrologer. There it goes. I gave her a little bit of a more better look. I went through and toyed with all of the facial animation or constructions and everything, and took care of that. So we are ready to go. Starting the game with this character, of course. Oh, it has been a day. It has been a day. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm very excited to relax with some extremely death-defying Elden Ring. Hey, thank you. I hope I will, now that I have a little bit of an understanding of what's going on. Oop. There we go. Get the chat off of the screen, that way it doesn't interfere with any visuals that anybody wants to see. Let me know if the audio is a little off.
Fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. the loathsome Dung Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Were those ears in the coffin with that dude at the end? I kind of my mind kind of registered it, and at the very end, I was like, "Is that a mountain? Is he like buried with a horde of ears?" Oh my god!
Grace would again bless, a tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
So we have all those big people were probably like the major bosses of the game. The two things I noticed really, really like powerfully. Did somebody do it in here too first? Let's check. Could this be a clue? Okay, no. So it's not trifinger, but whole. It's like a dream. Therefore, time for joy. Nice. But a couple things I noticed from the system. Nope. I want to go to audio. If I can. There we go. I would like voice to be louder than the music and the sound effects. Perfect. Alright. Woo! Oh, the map is now that. So, okay. But one thing I noticed two things I noticed from the cutscene. Very beginning, when it showed all those like hooded people circling and killing one of the characters. All those hooded people's armor and their outfits in general, very reminiscent of the Knights of the Abyss, and specifically Artorias from Dark Souls 1, who's my favorite character in Dark Souls 1. Artorias and Sif. Tragic characters. But that, and then the guy looked like he had a whole bunch of ears, but then that chieftain, I don't know if he was holding a lion over his head or if it was just like a pelt or something, but that was awesome. You don't see too many like lions or lion imagery in the From Software games, so that's actually something that I'm like, wow, I'm surprised. It's the first time I'm actually like seeing something like that. My magic right now, I want to be on Pebble. I'm much more used to using Pebble. At least from what I played yesterday. Yeah, hopefully they can fix the problems. It shouldn't take them too long to fix the problems that are going on with the PC. But I'm still good with PlayStation, especially since I bought the PlayStation 4 version. It comes with the PlayStation 5 upgrade. So once I do eventually get a PlayStation 5, I have basically Elden Ring on PlayStation 5. Alright. So that's a big old tree. There's a lady with a snake? Or an eel? Oh, and he came from behind her. Is this the spider that, what's her name was talking about? Oh, you got a range. She's got a rape. Like, he uses that thing like a rapier. Once I'm out of magic, though, I'm pretty much screwed. The shield's not going to do me too good. I can try and, oh, yeah, I see a woman's face. This is definitely a doable fight, unless it has a Form 2 that's gonna just wreck. But it is definitely a doable fight. Okay, so there is no cutscene. I thought my computer version was just going crazy yesterday when I heard all the sound of me being thrown in the ocean or something like that. Oh, but yeah, I don't have work the rest of the day. I don't have any classes, and I don't have work tomorrow. So I'm gonna relax and play Elden Ring. Oh, I got gloves. Torrent. The best mount in video games.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Are you my
One of
maiden?
her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
What is the Golden Order? That's something that we're gonna have to find out through probably all the plot in the items. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I got the audio down. I played around with all the settings before I started today. Flask of Crimson Tears, Flask of Cerulean Tears. I'll get to that item over there. Talk to this dude. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. I'm not a warrior, I'm an astrologer. Oh, but I didn't even notice that. There's stuff down there. Oh. I'm gonna have to try it. I don't have any runes, so there's not much of a risk. Open the door. Gave myself a little bit of a Alice Cooper vibe with my eyes this time around. Beautiful. Got the fingers. That's the button. That one writes messages. This one summons, or creates a summon sign, and the other one banishes. I'm not gonna. If I'm inviting people to multiplayer, I'm not gonna banish them. Now let's see. It says take the plunge. Woohoo! Alright. Already. Oh, I'm probably supposed to come down here, and I didn't even know it last time. I just went right away. Oh, that fall didn't do any damage. That's good. A fall like that probably would have done a little bit of damage in early Dark Souls. Oh, and there's one right there. This is where I was supposed to go. I'm starting to realize that. This is where I was supposed to go yesterday. I just didn't. Who needs to follow a path? Oh, there's a guy. Probably a zombie. Oh, I love the rune. I love the rune that floats over my staff. Wondering if it's a different rune for the different spells. I don't know, I wasn't able to see that one. Let's say. Could this be an item? Screw you. I want these shovels. Need them for all the crafting I plan on doing in this game. Oh, I should have swapped out. I should have swapped out the dodging. This is definitely where I was supposed to go yesterday. I just didn't. But I should have swapped out my flasks. I want to have more flasks for magic than I do for healing. Whoa, buddy. Screw you. Screw you. All right, you want. Oh, I see. You brought a sword to a knife fight. Haven't you watched Peter Pan? You gonna die. Backstabby. Footstabber. Drop anything? No. I can acquire materials though. I got roa fruits. God, I'm gonna get so lost in the crafting of this game. I always do. When I got the Skyrim collection on PlayStation 4, or the anniversary edition on PlayStation 4, I started the game. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go through the whole plot first, and then I'm gonna do all the side things. Within like 2 hours, I already had like 3 houses. Wielding armaments. Oh, so you can. Triangle plus L1 or R1 does 2 hands. So triangle that, or triangle. What? Oh, that's so cool. Because it used to be you just had to, like, whatever you had as your weapon in your right hand, I think, would have been the 2-handed. So now you can actually, if you want to, have two. Oh, does that mean you can have 2 two-handed weapons? Holy shit. I need more cerulean tears. This game, I was telling somebody about it because they were like, is it worth it? And I was like, I played for about 3 hours yesterday, and I'm already in love with this game. Like, first off, the mount, Torrent, is the greatest mount I've ever controlled in a video game. Touch Bloodstain now. And second off, casting makes you feel just as powerful as being up in the combat. Which I've little experience being a spellcaster in the From Software games. But from what I do have, it has not been really powerful. Most of the time, it's like, okay, well, I got these awesome spells, but now I'm going to have to pull out a melee weapon. This one, I don't feel like I need a melee weapon if I've got the mana. I'm going to call it mana, I know it's focus points. Armaments have special abilities called skills. L2 is the skill. Using the skills is that, so L2 for... Jow! What if I... Okay. Boink! So I don't have a... Maybe it's this? Nope. Ooh. So that's the skill right there for this one, is a kick. So using my FP? My FP doesn't seem like it's dropping. Nope. Kick doesn't use FP. Nice. There's so much to this game already. Like, yeah, it's From Software, so there's the standard of what you think of when you think of From Software, but they've, like, just a couple minutes in, and it's already like, wow, they've added almost an entire new game on top of their old game. R1 does a backstabby, or a critical hit. How about the knave? Oh, you're stronger than the others. Stance breaking. Hold R2 for a charge attack. R2 while jumping is the jump attack. I knew about the jumping one. I didn't know about the charge. So, like, that's the stab. It's the jump bang. And then... Ooh. Way more powerful stab. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Stakes of Marika. See, this would have made more sense had I gone down this way. If I die, I can pop up to here, or I can pop up... oh no. This ain't gonna be good. Traverse the mist. Oh, we got a soldier of Godric. Okay, he's not bad. Beat him! I missed so much yesterday. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I just went in the complete wrong way. Message says message. Oh, good job. You did it. Running is not taking up my stamina. I just... Oh, running doesn't take stamina. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm out of magic, I just realized, so I'm gonna have to sword and board it up. Oh, so I'm back. Oh my god. Strength! It all comes together. Can I do you one better? Do you one better, sir. See your message. Ow, I can't do one better. I can make it higher. Be like a Family Guy when Brian's like, I own it now because I peed higher. If only I had a blank oh blank. If only I had a coffin. There we go. Because it's a coffin, get it? Whee! Oh, and it's all connected, just like Souls games are supposed to be. Should I put something back here? I should. Didn't expect. Didn't no! Not bird's eye telescope. Didn't expect message. And then over here. Do one more and then I'll move on. This is having fun. Could this be a... No, could this be a beautiful? No. Could this be a rump? There we go. Rump, oh rump. Everyone loves butts. Alright, onward. Enough with the silliness. Go here, pray at the site, or rest at the site. Going to add a charge to my flask because I picked the golden seed again, so allocate flasks. 3 mana, 2 health. And be on my merry way. Got my magic back. I like that because I have a hood on. That's my headpiece, so you can see it. underneath. You can see the headpiece underneath. It's a little hood with a button. But then I also have this cloak, this like cloak tabard that's going over my chest piece. That's making it. Oh my god! I love it so much. Oh, it's beautiful. I can see him all the way over there. Oh, this game looks fantastic on PlayStation 4 too. Oh god. Eagles. Quickly, to the grace! By the grace of God! And I will sit in the grace. And there's you.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we?
Okay, so you are wearing a
Managed
mask.
between for the Elden Ring, hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Rude.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished.
So you're
You may
not a
also
tarnished.
behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
Godric?
It's time you set off, I should think. To Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you. If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
God, the skies are so beautiful in this game. Alright, I'll be off. I will be off. What? In each area you find different you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easier to summon other players at these locations, as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. Okay. Small wrong button. Inventory. Small golden sends a co-op sign to summoning pools. So I use this, and it'll basically be like, okay, well, this thing in the area will have my sign in it. Alright, cool. I know not to fuck with that guy. Oh, no, 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 no. I know better than to mess with that dude. Come kill some deer. Some goats. Fragment. I do want to go back down here because there was some items and goodies that I got yesterday, so I do want to quickly run down and take down the giant and those squiddly dudes by the ocean. Squiddlies by the ocean. That's how the song goes, right? Breaking stuff. Because why not? Love that I can run endlessly. Alright, where's this giant? In him need to have some words, and by words I mean I don't shoot him with magic over and over again until he dies from it. Too far, too far. There we go. Oh, he's so creepy looking. Boink! Got him! See if we can't get a good look at this guy. Oh, look at his stomach! Oh, it's so nasty! Dislike it. I dislike it. Acquire materials. Got my flasks back, which is good. Is the light going around those things like it was yesterday? Yesterday it was like a seal of light. Yeah, it is. I can see it. I don't know what that's about. Look at this ocean. Alright, time to get these gross things so we can take their ovaries. Because, why not? Drink. I'm wondering if the focus, I'm wondering if my tears, the cerulean tears, refill my focus points up to max all the time, or if it's a set one. I just don't have high enough focus points to not have it go all the way up. Go ahead. Smack that guy, and then I'm gonna drink. I think finishing this guy is going to get me my flasks back. Yes, it is. Oh. Oh, I think I broke off its tentacle before it could eat it. One more? Two more. Oh, I broke off both of its tentacles. Yeah, it didn't even have a chance to regenerate. Give me those. There's a thingamabob right here. Got my flasks back. Get this glowy skull. Always got to get the glowy skulls, because the glowy skulls have 200 runes in them. I see a rune fragment. Oh god, there's all signs around the turtle. What do they say? Didn't expect friendship. Dog. You don't have the right. Applaud the message. You're damn right. I'm gonna applaud the message. That's hilarious. Oh my god. What are these seamen doing? Such a destructive force of nature. I love it. Oh, I got a club. I can go clubbing. Oh my god. And I got a string. Wonderful. And there are indestructible dudes down this way, but but there's also things I can destroy. Gonna get my runes. A merchant.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
I would like to purchase things off of you. I would like to purchase this iron round shield. Ooh, it's 900. I'm gonna buy this. Buy this, and then I can still buy that, and I can buy a bow. But I think the other guy also sells a bow, but he doesn't sell the iron one. So I'm gonna get the iron shield.
All done?
Yes. I still have 300. Wrong button. Equipment. Little iron buckler. Look at that thing. Not as big as the other shield. I'm gonna do a test of the rolls to see. Oh, keep pressing the map. Equipment. So right now I am sitting at 22.3 out of 46.6, so I'm at half, just under half. Now I'm under 1/4. Go ahead and just drop everything. Maybe a little bit of a better roll, but nothing too crazy. I like to have good rolls in these games. But yeah, it's a slightly less good roll, I think. But not enough to where I'm like detriment. Like I can feel like I can handle with this kind of roll. Run, jump. Man, I missed it. God damn it! The skull don't want to break. Give me your runes. Kill these little squishies. Boink. We dropped something this time. Thin beast bones. Oh, there's one more. Burn my flasks. I think killing this guy will get me my flask back, so I'll do one more shot. Then I'll use my last flask. Then, achoo! It did not give me my flasks back for some reason. While on horseback, I can jump on these and it sends me flying. Oh, that's so cool. Last shard. Huh. I'm intrigued. I know there's goobers here that won't die. But I want whatever item this is. Oh, crap, wrong button. That's the gold pickled falfa, so that's where I picked that thing up from. Now it's time to run. Oh god, it is using my stamina! So it doesn't use my stamina unless there's a battle going on, I guess. See, because now they're too far away to fight, and it's not burning my stamina. It's also not regenerating my stamina until I let go of it. Okay, alright, I'm starting to get it. And I can see where it says no skill is actually probably what it's talking about when it talked about L2. Like, my shield has no skill, but if I switch to this, the skill is kick. Boom. Awesome. This game is magical. Now I want to go get my... I want to get my horse. I want to get... Or not horse, my stag. I want to get Torrent. Torrent is such a good part of this game. Is that a glowy? It's a sign. It's not a glowy. That's a glowy up there. That's a rune fragment. Which are used for crafting. They really, really wanted to be able to like have you be able to get places in this game quickly. Feel hate to do it because I love birds, but I also love crafting. Oh, that didn't even drop anything. Now I feel like an asshole. All I got were runes. I think I want to, so I'm thinking the equipment load goes up with my endurance or whatever it is. But do my focus points also go up with that? Little lemurs, I'm sorry, but I need your goodies. Give me your mushroom, give me your mushrooms. Mushrooms seem like they're a key component of crafting in this, at least early on. Oh. Like I scratch my head like a dummy. Might as well switch to my... Oh. There we go. Might as well switch to my sword, given that I have no magic. Hello, skull. Why? I'm wondering why there are runes inside of skulls. Were they put there, or the people who died have runes in their head? Most things in Souls games have a reason. Like if you find a corpse and you pick up a thing of souls, it's probably the souls that that thing had before it was put down forever. I'm wondering what the reason behind golden runes inside of skulls is. Here's where I want to go. Go ahead and light this. The Church of Elden. And I want to use all 6 of these to get 1,200? Yes. I'm gonna want to buy some things off this dude. Smithing stone.
You're a Tarn, and I can also that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Oh, thank you. Recommendation.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Wait, he says he takes his cut, but he's the one selling it, so he should... It's all him, right? It's weird. Like, why would it... I'm gonna buy this, obviously. Why would he take a cut out of something he's selling on his own? Isn't it all his cut? Get that, and then the next things I want to get are that, and these two. So, 1,000, I need 2,000 to get those. I'd like to get the telescope as well. So maybe 2,500.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart.
Crafting. Firebone arrows, nice. Yeah, I think these came from the missionary one. Alleviates poison buildup and cures poison. Throw at enemies to inflict fire damage. Uses FP. Throw at enemies to inflict holy damage. Nice. I wonder what holy damage is good against. I wonder if it's good against undead or if that's fire. Throw behind. Wait. So the difference between the roped ones and the regular ones are just forward and backwards. It's a little odd, but who knows? They probably have their reasons. There's probably places where it's like extremely valuable. Oh, somebody already made a message over there. I was like, where can I go? But they didn't think to do this. Oh. I want to get on that pillar. I need to get on that pillar. Yes. Oh, crap. Man, screw it. Screw it. I'm going to go into the forest after I sit down at this fire. Get all my goodies back. Flask of Crimson Tears. No, I want my flask of Cerulean Tears. Thank you very much. I like to cry blue. I see a bat. Crazy bat. These are the guys I'm after. Boom. Shakalaka. Got him. Hoping I can get one of their armor sets. Oh, if I get their helmet, when I wear the helmet, will I still have this hooded cloak over the helmet? Because that could look cool. That could look really cool. There's a guy sitting around somewhere that I can't remember where he's at. Rune. Oh, he dropped something. He dropped the kukri. Third leaf. There's a cave over here. Nice. Always down for some spelunking. These root resins. Never got those before. Bolts. Forgot to equip my torch in my left hand. Some roas. Wonder if the game's keeping track of just how many innocent animals I've murdered so far. This is gonna come and bite you in the butt someday. Message. I was like, oh no, it's another deer. There was a dude over here somewhere. So far, not doing too well on the soul gathering. The rune gathering. It's gonna take me forever to break that. I'll be calling these things souls till the day I die. That dude. Sure, he's dead. That'll give me my crimsons back, if I used any of them. Let's sidestep this encampment. Go get Torrent at that grace over there. Wasn't there a TV show called Point of Grace? Because I keep wanting to call it Point of Grace, and I'm like, no, that's something else. But I have no idea what else I could be referring to. Here we go.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Yes, always yes.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Look at that dude's
They
armor.
serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Why do I have the strangest
Then
feeling
it's
that
settled.
she is going to
Summon
betray
me
us
by grace
throughout this?
to turn runes into strength.
Like, final boss is going to be her stealing the Elden Ring and becoming a big bad boss at
Another
the end.
matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
I have that ring now. To be fair, it's like a cheap
Use
little
it
one, but
to
it was
traverse
free. And
great
they didn't have to
distances.
do that, and it came in a nice little bag.
It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
It's weird because if I put it doesn't whistle, but if I put my lips like dead on it and blow, then it makes a little whistle just because of the way it. I don't know if that's supposed to be it, but it's awesome. That's awesome. I don't want to level up yet because I'm saving up to buy out that merchant stuff. Now I got Torrent. Best thing so far in the game. In a game full of awesome things. I want Torrent to be right up at the near front. I want my flasks, and I want Torrent. Alright, this buddy right here, he needs to go. So I can loot this great sword. Like the bandit I am. God, so far these are just like the low-level weapons and everything, but they look so cool. That's the guy with the horn who I need to get rid of. Let me get a little closer. I still don't know if the foliage is what's keeping me out of sight. He's got a friend. Turn around. Get on up close. 3 just to be safe. Oh, he dropped some. But what, pray tell, has he dropped? Herba. I'm wondering if you can make, like, salves eventually. That, like, not really Well, maybe heal you, but maybe like ones that get rid of poison damage. Like the herbs from Dark Souls. Or the blooming blossoms and everything. I have the high ground. Oh, wrong flask. Oh well. Here, loot this. Watch out for bats, because that killed me last time. Time for stealth. I agree. There's the bat. You see it right there? They have kind of a choppy animation from this far. Oh, no, it fixed itself. But at first they had a kind of little bit of choppy animation. It's probably just because it's on the PlayStation 4. They didn't have that rendering issue on the PC. Once the glitches and everything are fixed up, I'm going to be playing it on both PlayStation 4 and PC. And then once I get a PlayStation 5, I'm going to play it on that too. Oh, I thought that was a dude. Why am I glowing? No joke, why am I glowing? Not sure I like this. Oh, I've got a thing. Something up. Strength up? Looks like that little claw that I found. Inventory. Boosts rune acquisition for a time. I didn't use this. Why do I have rune acquisition bonuses? Do you get this just from, like, being good? This is my you're gooder bonus? Put one of those down. You drop something, hopefully some armor. Want to collect all the armors. These bats gotta go. These bats definitely gotta go. Dang, they're huge though. Oh my god. Look at that. It's terrifying. If a bat like that big came up and attacked you, you'd scream. Look at the trees rustling in the wind. Alright, the bats are coming around. I probably can't really stealth from them. Echolocation and all. There we go. Pick up the lemurs too, just because. Or the squirrels. Given this game has some, I believe it's got some Norse attributes to it. Those are probably squirrels, and I probably don't want to be... Oh, shoot! That's not good. Get rid of this guy quick. There we go. Invincibility frames. Die, you bat mother. Listen to this music. Boom. Clock. Oh, and I got my flasks back? Hell yeah. Go ahead and use this. Use one of these. Perfect. Doing a lot better this time around now that I have an idea of what to do. What not to do more appropriately. I want to get that thing over there. Those dudes and the dog. Go around this way. I don't know if it was just because it was dark out, but they seem to have... You seem to be able to get pretty close without them noticing you. What's this say? Try luring out. After I get the first guy, because there's a dude right there. And then there's dog and man. Wonderful. today's supposed to be payday for me, so once my money goes through, I will order a good mic. So right now I'm not using a great mic. Looking to get a gooder one. So let me turn around and I'll take out the wolf first. The warhound, as it were. There's that warrior who's not using stealth at all. Doesn't need to with a cap like that. Perfect. Big dude right there. Don't want to draw his attention. I also don't want to draw his attention. I'm going to try and take you out. Perfect. And then sneaky, sneaky. Down there's the real treasure. Oh, the dog dropped something. Thin beast bones. I think I've cleared out everybody but the big dude in the middle. And this guy. Still hasn't noticed me. You were sleeping on the job, weren't you? Sweet. Now I think I've cleared out everybody but the big guy. One of them dropped something. I want to get that. He dropped a horn, but I thought somebody else dropped something. This guy. He dropped bolts. Oh, hey, friend. Mind me, just a wizard wandering through, shooting lasers at all your friends and you. No need to pay me any mind. Rune fragment off of him. Want it. There we go. Give it to me. Oh my god. There we go. Perfect. Now let's go kill that big dude. Use up the last of my magic on him. I shouldn't have done that. Should have used the last of my spell and then gotten it. But this guy doesn't seem like he's too much of a problem. Oh, bolts. I was thinking I was going to get the horn he was carrying. That would have been cool. Hey, friend. Fight me. Go ahead and burn him. I don't think so. Oh, right in the booty. So the player was wearing this guy's helmet. This guy's armor and helmet can probably drop. It won't for me, but it can. And I got my flasks back. Wunderbar, he exclaimed with great relish. Got the map. Now I can come down here and get the other thingamajig. Woohoo! Treasure chest. Adding skills. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. So, now that I know what the skills are, that makes a lot more sense. And now I have a Storm Stomp skill that I can give to probably my sword with the whetstone knife at the point of grace. Alright, here we go. Yes. Oh, I love him so much. Love him so much. My new favorite thing in the world. He just breaks things that he runs over. Awesome. I love that I can fight while I'm on his back. There's some undeadies over here. Some bats. Oh, woohoo! Wrong button. There we go. Touch the grace. So seamless jumping on this thing. One of these summon ones. Or no, that's the telescope. I don't need to use that though. Look at that. Ride by and pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. Mounted mage. That's all I gotta say. This thing's got the skill that I want. One of the skills that I want, because I want all of them. Don't you try and hit my mount. I will kill your face. Oh, can I drink on my horse? On my steed? You are damn right I can. Oh, that's a big... Oh my god, what the hell? You wanna fight? You are crazy. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, you got me. I should have gotten off. Where did he come from? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? There are no riding areas. They have signs, big old signs that say no steed. Oh. That's not the dude. Yeah, you're not the dude. The other dude had, like, Reaper robes. I don't know what your deal is. Oh, here's my runes. Wow, I had 21, 25? That's cool. The draped tabard. Ah, seems familiar. What, 3 dudes sitting around a campfire? Was it because it was nighttime this guy looked like a Grim Reaper? Yeah, he didn't look like this, and he had a like a blade. Don't you dare. Kill your horse. I'll kill you. Tell you what. Yeah, dude had it was a completely different dude last time. Oh, butterflies. There's those 2 big giants carrying what looks like a wagon. Palisade, or palisade, however it's supposed to be pronounced. Take down these dudes. Take down some peasants. Some knaves. Oh, you're all on a line for me. That's very kind of you. Short spear. Uh-oh. Got a horseman. It looks like he's coming right for me. No horse for you. Boom. Oh, that would have killed me. You know that would have killed me. Oh, that's awesome. Good number of... Oh, I've got enough runes. I can actually go buy the stuff off the merchant that I wanted to buy. What is that? Is it a skull? Yes, it is. Got plenty, and I can probably level up. That says Golden Rune 1. The other ones say run? 1? Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh god, my horse. My beautiful, beautiful horse. Put you away. You can come back. Is your health still bad? Are you okay? Are you okay, my valiant steed? I don't ever want to hurt you. Drop down. Little hop. Pillage remains fire grease. Oh, that's not good. I want to get back up. Up is where I would like to be. Just gonna run past these guys. Oh god, I hate that thing. Nope, I want to get away from that as fast as possible. You guys come back? Oh no, wait, I didn't. I killed you guys and then I died. That's right. All right, made it back. I didn't really catch what I picked up off the dude. Check that out right now. Inventory. What is this? Fire grease. Coats the armament, inflicting... Oh. I can put fire on my sword with that. Very nice. There's already so many items in this game. Oh, there, I can get up there because there's an item up there. Hi, knights. Bye, knights. Pay no mind. Me coming in to ruin your day and then right away into the wind. Oh, big dude, no. We know fight big dude. Oh, no, 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 no. I just broke through the game. I thought I had to go over that, but nope, you just tear right through it. Because Torrent don't give a fuck. And as you're riding, if you press the button for the whistle, you basically do a leap off of Torrent.
Weren't you... Well, you're back.
Yes.
Care to buy something?
I would care to buy quite a bit of things off of you, actually. First off, I want to buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. And I'll buy this. Wunderbar.
Goodbye.
What items can I craft right now? I can make bone darts. Invigorating cured meat. Temporarily boosts robustness, which is like anti-poison. So I'm going to make some bone arrows. That way if I do buy a bow, which I can do, I can go down and buy that bow off the guy. If I want to, though. What's a better shield for me right now? That one or that one? The large leather one is a better shield for me at the moment. And it is no heavier, so I'm going to use the large leather shield, and it's got the really awesome little Celtic spirals on them. What are they called? Knots. Yeah, Celtic knots. Oh, I forgot to go check. Oh, there's a skull right there. I forgot I wanted to go check the, I think I might have enough material to upgrade my staff. Gotta upgrade my staff. I can actually check here. Inventory. Ashes of War. Determination. Powers my next attack. Ooh, nice. Incantations and sorceries. So the miracles are now incantations, I think. Bolstering materials, smithing stone. Nope, I need one more. Before I can boost my staff. Staff and my shield. Did I just, like, skip past these skulls, or are they respawning? It's crazy if they're respawning. I want one of these guys to drop armor. Why is it that I never drop armor when I'm absolutely hunting for armor. Hey, a boar! Root resin off the boar? No, it must have been under him. Had to have been. Let's go about this cave. Shrooms? What's it say? Wolf ahead. And be wary of tarnished? Alright, well there's one of those statues of Marika. Probably not being as stealthy since I got a torch. Oh, there is a wolf. Probably multiple wolves. There are. Let's see. 2 wolves. At least. There's 3 enemies. 4 enemies. That wolf was big. The other one doesn't, whatever that other one is, it didn't seem to notice. There's more of them in there. Wolves with wolf pelts on the ground? That's a little gross. This one's just staring at the body. What's that about? Oh, it whimpered. Now I feel horrible. What was this? It was staring at this person. Head. Maybe that was his owner? What's going on in here? There's something deeper happening in this cave. First I thought it was like, oh, well, the wolves turned on everybody. But guess not? Maybe the wolves killed everybody? Oh, there's one more right there. Hate the whimper. Crackpot. Could this be a undead? Therefore, be wary of skeleton. Whoa. Didn't notice. Look at this creepy thing. Oh my god. Where are the other bodies? No, the other bodies are proportioned right. All the other bodies in the area are proportioned correctly. But that one is not at all. It's like some sort of Morlock. I didn't get my flasks back, so there might still be enemies nearby. There's more of those Morlocks. Had a glowstone. My eye out. These silver fireflies. Golden rune. Okay, they're not getting up, are they? Look like it. Deeper cave over here. Light. Oh, there's gonna be a boss back there. You just know there's gonna be a boss back there. So this cave probably has some sort of like mini boss inside of it. I do want to fight that mini boss. I would like to see what that mini boss is. Cave moss, nice. But I'm currently sitting on some good chunks of runes that I would like to throw into leveling. No, not just the one. I want to need. So I can get probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 levels out of this. vigor up to 10, because why not? My mind gives me more focus points, which is good. I can use those for my magicses. But endurance is also giving me more equipment load and some more defense. I'll put that and I'll do this. I like maybe straight now. What's faith doing for me? Just some magical defenses. Discovery. More item drops. Because I don't like having single digits. I'll do this. There we go. Health's a little higher. Focus points are a little higher. If I take the time and actually just look, I can calculate how many shots I have based on the math. And then I can meta that. I don't want to meta right now, I just want to enjoy. Which anything that boar hits hard. These guys drop goddamn armor, but they're not. Armor, or at least something. Smithing stones. They ain't giving me jack. They give me like 40 runes. 64. Looks like it's sword time. The only thing is this is still a little off, it feels. But they haven't felt as right with this since the first Dark Souls. Even people were like, oh, Dark Souls 3 got it down. It's not as good, though. Dark Souls 3, it had it, and it was better than Dark Souls 2. This still doesn't feel right. There's something missing. And I just saw that the focus points didn't go all the way back up, so the potions do limit. It isn't a maximum focus point scenario. Break through the fence. What happens if you run through a tree? Okay. Trees he can't go through. I haven't been that way. Nervous though. Could go through and wipe all of this place out again. But nah. I'm gonna try and do the thing. I'm gonna try and go in here. Past it all. There's a giant up there that's really hard to beat. It's especially hard to beat when you got 1, 2, 3 crossbowmen constantly berating you. I'm just gonna skip past it all. Oh no! Oh no! I would like to skip past it all. Boom! That was if I ram the dude. Nope, can't ram the dude. Oh! That's bad. That's bad. I don't know what it was, but that's bad. All I know is I want to get out of here. Back. Pick up this. Golden seed. And ride off into the wind. Oh god, the wolves. The wolves that fall from the skies. Bat. Still something bat-like. Stay away from me and my steed. Ooh, why are your eyes glowing? Y'all saw that too, right? This wolf's eyes were glowing. That's crazy. Can we level up again? Yes, we can. Focus points. Would love more focus points. Intelligence do. Intelligence, I think, is boosting my magic attack. So, focus points, magic attack. Boost magic attack. Mind and intelligence are going to be my two big ones. Hey, lady. Didn't expect lovable sort and then precious item ahead.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
Sitting sideways.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
Spirit jellyfish.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one.
Odd. Spirit calling. With a spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Like spirits typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time. You cannot summon spirits during multiplayer. That would make multiplayer crazy.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
Just noticed that my staff isn't perfectly straight. It's got a little notch right there. Nice. Girl, you probably shouldn't join their creepy club.
It was a pleasure to see. Oh, tell them I love
You
them
seem like a
again.
decent enough person. I wouldn't join this creepy club of grafting. Sounds quite awful, to be completely honest with you. Alright, we got some knights coming down the road. Take the big guys out first, probably. Or the guy that's staring right at me. I'm gonna go for him. Boink. Knights don't even care. They're like, whatever. He's slaying the pet. Oh, you attacked my friend? You didn't even know I was here. Okay. You got some leeway. Foot soldier gauntlets. Very nice. And bolts. Well, now I got some gauntlets. The wind sound effect is like crazy right here. Equipment. Some gauntlet action going on. Puts me at a medium load still. What was I at? Medium load. Okay, so there is a difference. I just noticed that. Hoping it's not too crazy. You, kind sir, give me your goods. Pillage your remains. Give me that stone sword key. budding horn. Nice. Golden rune. A lot of dead Bowie skulls. Almost feel like it'd be more appropriate if they weren't dead. Giant. Up that. Kill the rolly guy. Flask. Oh, I forgot to fix my flasks. I bet melee characters can like try and hamstring the dude, which is why you're able to target either of his legs and then that. So in order to just straight up stream magical attacks, you need both the focus points and the stamina, because it does do both. Oh crap, I did not expect that second swing. Off. Oh, thank God. Flask. You gonna drop anything? No, he is not. Not even gonna give me my stuff. What are you looking at? Thin beast bones. Good for making the regular arrows. And the other arrows, actually. You just need some extra components. I don't remember where that PvP tower is. But here's the thing that I thought was the Lord Vessel. I mean, it looks a lot like the Lord Vessel. Strength not crystal tier. It's a key item, it says. Temporarily boosts strength and mixed physique. Is that physic or physique? Oh damn, I got a lot of souls. Why, what the hell? When did I get that? Was that all from the giant? And I did get my flask, my blue flasks back. When did that happen? I think this was the PvP place. Gonna make me get off my steed right about now. No. There it is. Alright. We're gonna be invaded by, basically the plot Dark Phantoms. Recusant Henricus. Got a big ol' mace. Like to roll. Fire mace. Crap. No. God, that's what it does. Oh. Stay back, sir. Run this way. He's coming after me! Sweep. Okay, I'm dead. Yep. Nope, I'm still alive. Come on. Yes! Oh, I got 0 hit points, but I'm still alive. And then I get my stuff back. Recusant vanquished. Oh, I got things back, it looks like. Hammer Talisman. Oh my god. take some of that. I'll take both of that, thank you very much. Come, Torrent. I have the talisman I can equip, actually. Hammer Talisman enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Does that only work for melee? It enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blocking opponents. Because if that doesn't only include melee, then anytime they try to block a spell of mine, they're gonna take more stamina damage, I think is what it sounds like. Sir? He can't go in because all he wanted to fight and something happened, and he can't go in because of it. I really need to go and burn these runes. Before I actually die and lose them all. Oh, that's a thing! The hell? What the heck? What the? I thought it was a log at first, but now I see it's a sentient anal beads? The hell? Whatever it is, I don't like it. It gets magic. And it went balls! Bunch of malt balls is what it was. Oh, it's crazy. I thought it was a log. I was like, I'm gonna run over the log and it's gonna break, and then it started moving. I was like, nope, nope, not a fan. Magic. Ride. I was hoping that I could just run over enemies. Run over the animals and squish. Oh, look at them all lined up right here. Some monster came by and killed them all. Was not I. There we go. Rest at the site. I want now. I would like to have. I can make my. Dang, I got a lot of levels. I got 5 levels I can go in, and I have thingamabobs I can use. Boom! Why doesn't the maiden show up? You want to go to level up? Why isn't she here? I want to see her. She's cute. I like her. I like her a lot. Wow, it takes a lot for the right attack. Oh, I think is that melee attack? Is it not counting? I don't know. Have that go to. I can have 100 stamina. I do this. I have 106. So what I'll do is I'll put 2 here. 2 here. I got 1 more left. Oh, I can easily get another one from that group of enemies. Explanation. Discovery. Likelihood of finding items on the corpses of defeated foes. Faith isn't going to be really doing me too much, I don't think. Yeah, vigor, HP, fire resistance immunity, mind, FP, focus, attribute governing stamina, robustness, required to wield heavy armaments, boosts the power of strength scaling, affects your physical defense, dexterity, wield advanced armaments, dexterity scaling weapons, reduces casting time of spells. That's awesome. Softens fall damage and makes it harder for you to be knocked off your horse. Intelligence required to perform glintstone sorceries. Boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. Sacred incantations, boost magic power of fate scaling. Arcane discovery affects holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantations. I'll do that, and then the next one I get, I'll put arcane at 10. Which it shouldn't be hard. I've got like 150 runes to go. Did the peasants? No, that's not the peasants' corpse. I can take you guys. You guys do nothing against a spellcaster like I. Ooh, he dropped something. He dropped a dagger. He dropped bolts. Screw you. And that got me the runes I needed to go level up my arcane to level 10. Now I will level that up. Oh. Going places with the sorcerer. Oh, crap, I keep forgetting. I'm a dummy. Gotta have a golden seed. Flasks. Allocate flask. 3 and 3. Perfect. I kind of want to go back to that cave now and see what was through the fog. I think might want to try and do that. Or check out what's over here. I haven't gone over here. Ooh. There you go, Curly. There you go, right there. There's your guy. Little owl friend. I need to better look at this thing. Oh, a jellyfish. There you go. Look at this beautiful guy. With his glowing eyes. So cool. I love this game. 100% in love with this game. I don't know if you're a friend or foe, because I have a jellyfish. Oh, it's red. Oh, it's mad. Red means angry. Oh, they're all red now. Ooh, they have a hive mind. Bats. Eagles. Ooh, a shrine? What is this? Lights? Starlight shards. What are starlight shards? Yeah, that was a very magnificent owl. I saw that thing and I was like, ooh. There we go. They are used to gradually recover FP. So they're like a flask in a way. I can hold a lot of them. So they're single use, and I guess they slowly recover my FP over time. I love that you can easily just pick things up without having to get off the mount. I see a light. I see 2 lights. Oh, those are those things! Those anal bead monsters. Dropping rune fragments. What are they doing, though? What is this? What the hell? They seem like they're non-hostile. Look, they got like a little eyeball. They're made of ancient stone. Or like constructs of a sort. It's crazy. What is this about? Ooh. Ooh there, buddy. I'll just put up a circle of runes and not tell me anything about it. Read message. Strong foe ahead? Oh, no thank you. Not gonna fight that thing right now. Not when I have no clue. Oh god, wolves. What's this? Oh, out of magic. Good my horse, I will wreck your face, good sir. Yeah, take that, you douche nozzle. Go rest. Rest in the astral realm, my steed. See them over there. Hear a moaning and groaning like a zombie. Okay, so there is a zombie right there. And a treasure chest. Oh wait, that wasn't a zombie, I don't think that was a knight. Also a knight. Well, they're growling like knights, so I'm assuming, or zombies, so I'm assuming they're zombies. Here, what were you hiding from me? Arrow's Reach Talisman. Not talismans themselves, are so cool. I'd wear those things. Probably just increases range, I imagine. Yep, increased bow effective range. That's all that was down here? Cool. Well, you gotta go item hunting if you want to find them all. That's the guy I'm hearing. That's the douchebag that jumps on us. Ooh. Red, so I think that's the Crimson Tears, which I don't quite need at the moment. Those guys gotta be doing something with that circle. What the hell? You hear somebody just die or roar or growl or something? Is that him? I beat him once last night, but I don't know if I could take him. Try. Can always try. Doubt I can reach him without having to go down there. Yeah. Are you, oh my god. Nightmare screaming. Got him! Be able to get up here, I bet. Or not. Sweet. Can I cheese him? He's got a roar I gotta watch out for, and that thing's got reach, I know. Days. God. No, they're still like angry growling in agony. Those are probably rune fragments down there. There's still somebody, like, big nearby. Oh, God. It's gonna be like right down here, waiting for me. Get my steed whistle. Huh. I hear you, wolf. I hear you. That's a big wolf right there. Probably the one that takes more hits. Yeah, it is. Ooh. Gotcha. Defeated the alpha. I am now the pack leader. Oh god, there's one more. I was wondering why I didn't get my tears back. Because there's one more wolf. Bats. I don't like them. I don't like them in this game, they're creepy. What? Oh, is that one of those big noodles that I killed at the beach? There's some more giants. Whatever this is. Oh, nope, I want to get off. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get off of Torrent. Thank you very much. I gotta platform my way to. Oh wait, I am a dummy. Might actually kill me though. I'm a little nervous. Torrent's got a double jump. Woo! Okay. Okay. That was scary. Oh. I think I can actually get up there. And if I don't even know if there's anything up there, to be honest. Oh, that's cool. You can change, so you can do a directional change with double jump. Turtle! Turtle friend! Yeah, those are the things by the beach. Message. Looks like a message. It is a message. See a big old item right there. Probably a skull. Alright, let's go back to that cavern, and we will try to fight whatever is behind that fog. So we killed big guy right here, so that's good. Actually, because we killed big guy, we can go backwards through it and probably take out all those knights. Smoldering butterfly times 5? What are those? I'm gonna leave these guys alone, they seem chill. Oh, there's a lot of tunes here. Little rune. Rune. Why is it acting like they're all new, though? Yeah, those bats are a little chappy. Oh. Shook. Mass gravesite. Oh, it's a bomb. Golden Rune 2s. Oh god. Oh god, this ram is trying to kill me. What the hell? Get out of here. Didn't even notice until it was about to hit me. Just reiterate right now how much I love playing a Souls game with him. Fire arrows. Damn you. Man. Alright. Back to the cave. There's... wolves. Realize I can't see the gigantic tree anymore. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get off the steed. Now that I got big guy taken care of, I want to slowly sneak around and creep on these people. Oh, there's two! I didn't even know there was two. I know this guy's got a horn that we'll use to raise the alarm. He dropped them. He dropped bolts, of course. Not going to give me any armor. Just going to drop bolts. Probably going to get bolts from these guys too. I don't need your bolts. Actually, I want to get these fireflies, these butterflies. Smoldering butterflies, used to make the flaming of arrows. I don't want to get the guys that are, the two guys that are on the right, because I can kill them faster, probably. That's them right there. Or maybe that's not, no, that's not them. Oh, they're on the other side. Silent mage. Yeah, it's these two. God, I get him. I can get him. Oh, that's bad. Oh, you ain't scary. You ain't scary without your crossbow pulled out. Bolt? I actually did get a piece of armor. Let me check. I forgot I got one a while back from one of these peasants. It's heavier, gives me more poise, gives me more physical, but it gives me less of the magics and everything damage. I'm gonna keep my cool Assassin's Creed robes. Oh, there's 3 dudes over there. I have no magics. That's a peasant back there, but then there's this guy. This is the guy I want to get. Damn! Not dead yet? No? Now he is. Bring it on, peasant. Bam! Yes, yes, yes! Woohoo! Alright, you fool. Come at me. Nope. Try to do the post. It doesn't feel right. They don't feel right since Dark Souls 1 for some reason. Nice. Now I can grab whatever this is. Lump of flesh? I don't want a lump of flesh. That's disgusting. What do I need a lump of flesh for? I don't like it. I don't like it. Go back to that cave. I'm wondering if they're going to have a fast travel method, like after you get the Lord Vessel in Dark Souls 1. Now that you have the mount, you can pretty much get places fast, but you still gotta run through the enemies. Cave. I'm gonna have to take out those wolves again. Alright, so the one, I have ones, twos, and a three. So this one gave me 200 each, I think. So 9, or whatever we have divided by 9. Yeah, 2. So they get 200 for those. These ones, something divided by 2. 400. So 200, 400. And I'm going to say 800. Yep. Awesome. Hello, Goth Hoblin. I just noticed. Yeah, you made it to one of my streams. I've been streaming for 2 hours now. Just running around having a good time in this game. Oh, it's so much fun. You get 3 levels. Intelligence up. And... new. Do intelligence up 1. Mind up 2, so that I have 100 focus points. You just finished D&D? Yeah! Oh, this is such a fun game. I decided I was going to be a spellcaster this time around. My beautiful spellcaster woman. I'm usually never a spellcaster in these games. But you're really powerful as a spellcaster right now. I barely have to use my melee weapon. Already come in here as a cave full of wolves. I think that's the alpha right there. So I'll go... And then there's one down there. I can't get to. At least not way over there. I can't reach right now. So there's also stealth mechanics in this one. I don't know what's going on with this dog just kind of staring at the dead body. The dogs in this game so far have not been nearly as vicious as the creepy dogs from Dark Souls or the dogs from Bloodborne, though. They're just tricky because they come in a pack now. And last one, I think. Perfect. I don't like the whimpering. I'm gonna get these silver thingamabobs. There's crafting in this game. But let me see, what can I make right now? I can make some fletched arrows out of bone. I can make a fire pot. Smoldering butterflies, and I actually kind of want to make fire pots. Throw behind. I don't get that. Why do they have one? Maybe because you can throw it while you're on mount, so you can have them chasing you and just drop them off. Glowstones. Emits a faint light from the location it's placed. Pearl Calling Finger Remedy. Reveals co-op and hostile summoning signs. Row of Raisins. On horseback, feed to torrents to restore the HP. Those I can make a bajillion of. Rainbow Stones. I'm going to make some fire pots. I can only make one? No, I can make more. Oh, I only have one container. Okay. But I can make all these arrows. I can make that, and then I can make that. Night Wanderer, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good eve. Oh, the DM's here. We're all in trouble. Drink my potion. Focus. Hey, look, another another caster. Let's go, buddy. Me and you. Let's go find out what's beyond this eerie mist. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Who are these ghosties? They're other players. Oh god. Could be a boss. There is a boss. Beastman of Farum Azula. What the? It's a were-rat! Ooh! Oh, no. Lycanthrope! Ooh. I think so. Oh. Oh god. You're very fancy and very dancy. I like you. We should be friends, but you're trying to kill me. So I'm gonna try and kill you first. I'm almost out of magic. Ooh. Oh, you keep your Capra Demon nonsense out of here. Hate the Capra Demon. Beat him! Oh, Flame Drake Talisman. I've never been good at magic in these games. Return to entrance? No? Is this a dungeon? Nice little dungeon. You fight some wolves and fight the boss. Can you repeat this? That'd be cool. I've never really been a good spellcaster in any of these games, but you're so powerful in this. Especially since you have no, like, lag behind your magic. Let's see. Like, I know in Dark Souls 1, you'd, like, shoot the thing. It would take way longer than that, first off. And then once you're done, way longer. But you can also chain it. 1, 2... Like, you can chain your magic. It's so cool. The downside is it uses 2 meters. It uses your focus points, which means you're not able to do, like, special things like, You're not able to do... Like, this one has a special kick. And weapons, you can change out what your specials are for each weapon. But you can't do that with your magic. And it takes your focus points, which use magic, and your stamina, both while you're in combat to cast. There are no other items around here for me to loot? Check out that talisman. Boosts fire damage negation. I still don't know if the hammer talisman works with magic. I'm gonna go with this flame drake talisman. Return to entrance. You had an inkling of that with Dark Souls 3. You played Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3 yesterday? Dark Souls 3. It's been a long time since I've played Dark Souls 3. But starting like the beginning of this month, I was playing Dark Souls 1 again and Bloodborne. No, I'm super happy with this game. Except the PC version's been kind of going a little crazy. There we go. Roadside Cave. How many? Oh, try fire. Oh, I didn't even get too many runes from that boss. It's cool that I beat him, though. Beat them. Don't know what that werewolf were-rat situation was. Ready to see the best part about this game, though? After I take out some knights. Oh, he dropped something. What did he drop? Oh, yes! 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 Yeah, look at me! I'm a knight! No, this is the best part about this game so far, is the Spectral Steed Whistle, which I now have a replica of because the physical pre-orders came with one. And so, you just press it while you're running around and summon Torrent! Your ultimate stag mount. From whom you can attack! drive-by magic. Pachoo! Pachoo! Not just fast movement. This is the slow version of this. You get super fast movement that when you're not in combat, you don't lose your stamina when you're running or when you have your mount going fast. But also, your mount has a special ability. It can double jump. They also have a dedicated jump button now, so it's not a trigger, and it's not a like run and jump. It's literally you press X on the PlayStation controller and you jump. So reaction. Yes, they are rolling sheep. I have no idea why. But they are rolling sheep. Like, is this a real thing? Try to frighten him a little bit. There he goes! I don't get it. Why are they rolling? Hi, friend. There you go! Look at it go! And then we got little squirrel friends. Little hoppy squirrels. Downside, however, is that there's a huge crafting system, which I'm digging. But in order to craft a lot of things, you have to be like, oh, hi, little rolling sheep. Die. Yeah, there's so much wildlife in this one. 270 hours of playtime just to chase around rolling sheep. Yes. I ain't gonna mess with the giant mounted guy there. He's terrifying. I have enough crafting materials. Strip of flesh, a white flesh, and a lump of flesh. Delicious. Now I need one more smithing stone before I can upgrade my staff. Oh god, do I want to try and fight Jerkface? There's a big old knighted boss right here who's hard to beat. That guy. He is hard to beat, and he will reflect my magic back at me with his shield. I feel good. We went and fought the were-rat person. Oh, hi, friend. Have at thee, knave. Oh, God. Piggy, 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 Suways. Oh, God, don't hit my horse. You jerk. Die by magic. Something's screaming. I don't like it. Another one. Face my wrath. Oh, oh, all out of magic. Time to ride by attack. Got him. Yeah, your horse has a... Ooh, I got greaves. Your horse has a health bar. So that when you're getting attacked on the horse... You can, and when you're fighting other people on horses, you can either target the horse or you can target the person. And if you target the horse and the horse dies, then it falls and the person is trapped under it for a little while, giving you a moment to just kind of smack on him. Oh, there's that gigantic, beautiful tree that I love so much. Then, let's see, pull out my sword. Let's find a noob. Did I already get this? Rest at Side of Grace. I did get the Side of Grace. Find an easy to defeat person. I want to try the leap off the horse strategy. You seem like simple zombies. Yeah, you don't have as long of range in this. You will be the one that I test this out on for the first time. Are you ready? Key. Oh, wrong button. Ooh, whoops. Key. Yeah, you can like leap off of your steed. Away, you foul beast! Let's stab her. What's that gonna do? Oh, there's a knight. Have at thee! My cerulean tears. Yeah, at nighttime, I think these guys become a lot more deadly because I was running around here at nighttime attacking the like zombie peasants. and instead of one of these dudes attacking me, there was like a crazier one that looked almost like a Grim Reaper. Materials. That's what I wanted to do. I do need to follow along with where I was going. This was a bit of a side trek. Whee! Ooh, I see a little fortress that I've never gone to before. I don't want to raid it. Booyah! Booyah! Wolves. Sneaky mage. Sneaky mage. Gonna shoot my lasers at you. Oh, you're a big guy. You will be the first to go. The drink. The wolf will be next. Poor wolfies. You guys are working for the wrong team. You should come hang out with me. Join me, and together we will be wolfen riders. You can follow along while I ride around on my beautiful steed, Torrent. Steeds. Righty dude. Sneak up on him while I take out his buddy. Butterflies! Give me them butterflies. Whatever this guy's got. Armorer's Cookbook. Cool. I thought I already had an armorer's. Ooh, hey, friend. Oh god, there's another one coming up. God, that was bad. That was all bad. Oh god. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Now you will die. Drink. Oh, and also when you defeat enemies, that's even cool. When you defeat enemies, if you defeat a group of them, like I just cleared out this camp, you get some of your flasks back, which I think is one of the best mechanics they've come up with in this. It has the Bloodborne like encouraging aggressiveness, but in keeping with Dark Souls. Ooh, that's a big bad. Don't like that. Oh man. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh god, hi. Hi, wolf. You see nothing. You see anything when you die. Oh, yes. I just got my Crimson Tears back up.